Hello there, Wayne Riley Ryder, Uncle Ryder, here at Burhill Golf Club on a gorgeous day. We're doing a series for PING, the one and only PING, called Around with Ryder. We're going to have some very special guests for you. Hey, guess who today? Who am I going to beat today? Who do you think it is? He's not Skip. Sully.
What?
How are you, Andy?
Oh, good mate, you?
Not bad.
Oh, son, you're
We're
right.
going to have a little chat today. We're going to have a few holes. I'm going to get the best of you. Ryder Cup star, Sully.
Did he give me one in the hat?
Never stop smiling. Never stop smiling the whole day. Okay, Sul, here we are, first tee. What we do is we'll toss for the honour. So wherever the tee points, this is one for you people at home. This is a secret. So you throw it up there. Me, my honour. Okay, Sul, what do you reckon? What are we going to play for? You've got a nice car, you drove it in, so we play for that?
Yeah, we'll play for that if you want to play for that. How many shots are we getting?
I've got a 1994 RAV4, so you probably don't want to see my car or play for my car. But I think you deserve to give me a couple of shots. What do you think?
I'll give you a couple.
What, three?
Well, no, two. Well, a couple's two, innit? Not three.
Three, okay. Okay. All right, we'll let you go. The first hole here, a little fade down there, my friend. Wind out of the right-hand side.
I thought
I've done that before, haven't I?
I thought it was your honour.
That's right.
You know what I mean, your honour?
That's right. Okay.
Is this old school meets new school here?
What it is.
That'll work. That'll work.
It's a little bit necky.
Yeah.
Beautiful shot, Sal.
Thanks, buddy. He's waving.
Very, very nice. Probably about 20 yards behind mine. So, man, it's nice to sort of, you're on a week off, you know, just to play, you know, back home here in the UK. How often do you do this, or do you tend to hit more golf balls and work on the game and equipment, or do you like to play with the pals?
Yeah, I like to play with my friends quite a lot. You know, I think we all can fall into the trap of just practicing all the time, and it's great hitting a ball on the range and getting it right, but you get another go. You know, on the golf course, that's where you learn to score, and that's what I like, you know, going out there and trying to shoot scores and being up against a bit of a challenge. Instead, on a range, there's always another ball you can hit straight down the middle.
So, awesome tee shot, long drive, stayed up there for a long time, into the breeze. You got a front right flag, take it away. Tell us all about it.
Perfect. Well, front right flag for me, obviously a right flag is suiting my little lemonade that I love to hit. We've got about 137, so normally if there was no wind it'd be a pitching wedge, so I'm just going to try and cheeky a little 9 in there and put radar under the cosh early.
No. Good swing. Go a little. Lovely shot. Lovely
Just a
shot.
fraction short.
Okay, I've missed it with a 4-iron down the right-hand side in the bunker here, so I've short-sighted this. You can't believe when you stop playing and now obviously work in television as I do, and you don't get time to practice as much, only want to go home, how bad this part of your game becomes. I mean, it really is incredible. How much do you emphasise, how much practice are you doing on your short game?
I mean, I'd say in relation to other parts of your game, I'd say it's like 80% you're doing on your short game compared to hitting. The thing is, you think about it this way, you can have a really bad ball striking day, go out there, chip and putt it and still get it round a couple of under. Yeah. That's how important it is. You go out there, hit it great, not chip and putt it quite well in a couple of days, and shoot 1 or 2 over. Yeah. And I think that's the difference where, you know, I think we always try and look at a golf as a game of perfect, but you see some of the best players, you know, they just know how to manage their game and get the best out of it purely because they've got a good short game. And I think when you don't practice that, you know, it's all about feel and touch, and if you're not doing that all the time, keeping it topped up and improving it, I think you like I say, you fall away, and then you get in these situations and, you know, you're not quite sure what to do.
I really am. I'm petrified of this shot, and you have it as a home. You're the same, but it's just a little shot, and back in the day, you'd sort of be just down there, and it wouldn't be a problem, but I just open it up.
Oh, never lose it. You never lose it. Just outside the circle of friendship, though, that one.
Give me rain.
I chipped a 9-iron in, just pitched on the front edge and spun off. And I think, you know, when you're in these situations where you're just off the green, I think it's important for everyone at home to realise that what is the easiest way to hold it? Yes, you can chip it from here, and you know you probably knock it pretty close. But I think I'd say 9 times out of 10, I'd want to get the ball on that ground, running towards the hole, and find out the way to hold it. The easiest way to hold it, even. So here, I'm putting this, and it's 2 yards off the green, and I feel like that's my best chance to hold the shot. Oh, we've got to hit it.
Didn't hit it. And I tell you what you've just explained, I find that it's amazing, especially in the States now. There are so many guys. Back in the day, guys would get a Sevy, get a little 8-iron out.
Yeah.
But now, everyone's doing what you just did. They're playing the percentages, and rightly so. And I don't know why we didn't do it back in the day.
Yeah, again, I think you go back to that thing where golf's a game of perfects, and you know, you were learnt to, when you was off the green, you chipped off it.
That wasn't right. That was not good sportsmanship.
Sore
And
loser.
do you think I'm anchoring it? You're bloody right I am. Strategy-wise, how would you look at this hole?
Again, I think on tour, I think one of our biggest advantages is we try and take advantage of the par fives. I remember playing with Podrick Harrington a few years ago, and he literally stands on every par 5 tee and hits it as hard as he can, because he feels like the further he gets it up the hole, the more chance he's got of making birdie, and that was always his strategy. And in some sentiments, I agree with him. I think, you know, the longer you get it up the hole, even if you are in the rough, the layup becomes easier. And if you do get a good lie, you can go for it. And if you are going in off the fairway, it's almost an eagle chance as well as a birdie chance. So, in some respects, I get it. Obviously, situations dictate what you do at certain times. But as a rule, I'd say, you know, be as aggressive as you can on par 5s. I think that's where you make your score most of the time.
Standing here on Sunday afternoon, one behind, you're going down the right.
All day long, yeah. But I'm one in front.
Beautiful shot. Straight over that middle bunker with a little fade. Beautiful drive, son.
Cheers, buddy. Target line, gone for it.
Necky, little bit necky.
It's all good though.
Oh, get down there. Now this is what they do, these Ryder Cup stars. Look, I mean, he's up the face. He's kidding himself. He's not going to play this shot.
This match play, I felt like I'd be aggressive.
Well, how are you going to play this? The great Seve Ballesteros, back in the day, PGA National Ryder Cup, on the 18th hole, down there in West Palm Beach, played the most miraculous bunker shot you have ever seen. But I think this one is more difficult.
Well, we'll see. Well, we'll just find
You're
out.
in good company with the great Seve Ballesteros, mate. Thud. Andy, you play at your best because you play Ping. That is your manufacturer. How long has this great association been going on for?
You know, I mean, this is I think it's my 16th year now using Ping Golf Club. So from a very young age, when I was 14, I was very lucky. You know, Ping helped me out and gave me clubs as an amateur, which, you know, as a kid from not a wealthy background is
So
amazing.
they came to you, let me interrupt, they came to you when you were 14. It must have been like a kid in a sweetie shop.
Oh, it was unbelievable, you know, and to have that, you know, support of a company with such magnitude is fantastic. Obviously, gives you confidence in yourself, but also helps my parents out financially that they didn't have to provide golf clubs for me. And it was, you know, and ever since then it's been, you know, the more I've used Ping for that long, it's like there's no other club that I'd want to use. It's just a part of me now, you know, that's what it is. Ping's a part of me almost.
It is, and you're part of Ping family, because that's what it is, the Ping family. What's it like? Tell the people at home, if you need something tweaked, it's just all of a sudden you're playing with a draw and then the fade comes in, whatever, you can change. They can change it so much now. They're so good at it. What's it like having a truck that you can go to? Guys, fix me up.
It's incredible. I mean, it could be the slightest thing. You might feel like your driver's spinning up just that little bit much, and they've just got so many ways of just changing little things around and making it right for you, which is, you know, to have that literally just a click of your fingers is amazing. And the work they do on the truck and in Gainsborough and Phoenix is unbelievable, and you couldn't ask for, you know, couldn't ask for more really as a golfer. I think that's, you know, something that's, you know, we're very lucky to have.
We speak about you're from an amateur, Ping looking after you, and now coming to professional golf. Tell the kids at home who are going to play on the tour. They probably don't know it yet. They probably hope they're going to play on the tour. We hope you do, boys and girls. What's the transition like? What's the feeling like to go out there and all of a sudden walk into the hotel, because most players stay in the same hotel,
Yeah.
walk in the same hotel, walk on the first tee, work on the practice fairway, and all of a sudden play with your idols?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I didn't turn pro till I was 23, 24. So I've spent a lot of time watching these guys play on tour, and then you get to play with them. It is so surreal. I mean, it took me sort of 2 or 3 years to sort of feel like normal around these guys, because, like I say, you watch them that much on the telly, you don't feel like you can even get close to these guys, and then to have a conversation with them and just chat, you know, just about anything really, you know, football, family, whatever, and to be so in touch with it, it was an amazing feeling, you know. And then obviously now, been there for quite a while, to feel a part of that and, you know, see the young kids coming through, it's fantastic.
It certainly is, and he's part of it now, because the players out there, they're all normal.
That's
well,
it.
most of them are.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the ones that aren't.
I'll play right up.
So this driver seems to be going forever. How have you managed that? Is it this TrackMan? Well, tell me all about it.
So obviously,
one.
yeah, no, I think a lot of people do. But again, the guys on the truck have made me a driver where it is lower the spin, but it's enough spin to keep the control as well as the forgiveness. And I think it's made a massive difference to me. I've definitely, I mean, look at the averages already this year on tour. I've definitely gained distance from it, and I think my fairways percentage hit is up there as well. For me, it enables me to just get a little bit more out there, and if I want to hit it high, I can hit it high. So it's very versatile and, again, very forgiving. So again, it's just about getting the right specs for you. Some people might like to hit it a little bit higher, so they're going to have a little bit more spin. Myself, I quite like to have a little less spin. I like to see the ball not moving as much. Obviously, if you get more spin, it's going to deviate quite a lot. With this, it's a little less spin, so if I'm trying to hit a yarder cut, you know, if I pull it slightly, it's going to just stay pretty straight. It's not going to bend off too much. So,
are you guys worried about when it hits the deck, how far it travels, or not really, because you think you fly it far enough through the air?
yeah, well, this is the thing. With the forgiveness of this, it's going miles through the air as well as hitting the deck. So it's like it's a double bonus for me, really. You know, I'm probably carrying this sort of between 285 and 290, and then when it's getting the ground, it's really going as well. So I feel like that's a massive advantage. I mean, obviously, there's times when we'd probably want it to hit a little easier, and so you just put a little bit more spin on it, a little bit more left to right to soften it in there. But generally, you know, this is it's probably the best drive I've had for some time. This.
Give it a kiss.
Love it.
You've melted it. Is that the one, Sal?
That's the one. See, still quite high flight, but not a lot of spin on it, so it's going through the air still and still getting the carry on it, and that's a great thing about this driver.
Yeah. Sully down the left-hand side, gorgeous drive. Look, we're in the spring, mid-spring, and it's just actually backed up a little bit there, but that's understandable this time of year. 256, has it down the right-hand side. We're into a nice stiffening breeze. As I said, it's spring, so there's probably about 20 yards of hurt in there, so 276, 280. 3-wood, with water. Is that going to make it?
Yeah, I think it will. You know, I think it'll get very close. Basically, because I started hitting the driver further this season from what the G400 has been going that little bit further, I wanted the guys in the truck again to just build me something with my 3-wood that just made the gap a little bit smaller and basically just get like an extra 10 yards out. So my old 3 was going between sort of 255 to 250-ish, and this one they said, oh, can they get it to go a little bit further? And to be fair, you know, they've gone in, they've done it again, built me something that's been brilliant. Again, it's the G400 stretch. Again, I was on the normal G100, and all it is just a little bit deeper face than the other one. That's it really, and a bit longer head. But again, it's got me that little bit extra, and especially on tour when you've got par 5s that are nearly 600 yards nowadays. You know, modern golf, it's all length. You know, you want to be able to get at them, and half the time you are hitting in from 280, 270 in two. So to have a club that can do that is nice.
Okay, fill your boots, mate.
Let's see it go.
Your boots. You thinking much about shape here? You're a natural left to right.
Yeah, I mean, again, here I'm picking my point. Ideally, finishing probably just right at that tree, the double-barreled tree just left of the bunker there. So
gotcha.
On the bunker and just move it a little bit.
Gotcha.
Slide.
Slide a little.
Slide.
That's a good shot, Sal.
Trap.
Bunker, but yeah, still a good shot. Geez, that come off hot. Wow, I was kissing them all now. Sal, you're a good driver of the ball. Hopefully you're a good driver of the cart. Now, you weren't out on tour that long, and next minute, you're at Hazeltine, Ryder Cup, in front of so many people. Just talk about that experience.
Again, incredible to think that, you know, in such a short space of time that I play a Ryder Cup, one, and then obviously it's just, you know, it is the best experience of our lives. Obviously the result didn't go the way we wanted it, but again, I wouldn't change a thing. You know, all it makes you want to do is make sure you're in the next one.
Yes.
You know, you miss one and you want to be in the next one, sort of thing. So my first memories are, I mean, I can remember Roars just giving me jip. I knew I was going to be playing with Roars in the morning on the Friday, quite like the week before, the week leading up to it, we knew we was going to play together. And all I can remember him saying was people struggle to get the ball on the tee for shaking and just.
Rory's telling you that?
Yeah. So he's telling me this. So
I don't need that.
So I'm nervous as it is, and all I can think about is, God, I'm going to be able to get this ball on the tee. The night before reminds me again. I'm thinking, oh my God. On the way to the tee that morning, we're walking to the tee, playing Ricky and Phil, and he goes, so, remember, people can't get this ball on the tee. And I'm just thinking, I don't need this right now. I'm literally can't move, like, I'm so scared. And it felt like it got to an age before I got to the ball and teed it up. And obviously we were first away. So I've gone down, bent down, gone to put the ball on the tee, and it went on straight away. And then from that moment, my nerves completely went. So it was almost like he did it knowing that if I got the ball on the tee, I wouldn't be nervous anymore. So I don't know whether he'd done that on purpose or he just generally was trying to spook me about the whole experience.
Just one more. Yeah, you've already touched on playing there. You just want to be there once more, whether it's this time round or next time round. Does it really whet the appetite to become a Ryder Cupper once more, being there once?
It is. It's just, I think it's the pinnacle of golfing career if you're an American or a European. I think that's, you know, that is what you want to do. Obviously winning majors is, you know, obviously what we want to do as individuals, but as a team aspect, you know, I don't think there's anything bigger in golf than playing for Europe in the Ryder Cup. You know, that's where, you know, I want to see how many I can play. You know what I mean? That's my goals to go there and see how many.
Forever a Ryder Cupper. The Ping, they were right up there with pioneering with sand irons, and look, that's, you've dragged a bad lie.
Yeah.
It's not a great rake job. Downhill all the way. Chunk and run, it's the only shot you can play. You can't play with spin.
100%. Yeah, like Radar says there, I mean, out of these poor lies, obviously if I had a decent lie, I'll be trying to throw that probably 3/4 away, spin it up a little bit. This little poor lie again here, so I'm just going to try and land this somewhere near the front and try and release him out.
Just like that, just a beautifully played shot, sir. Oh, I tell you what, I hit a good putt, you know. Just when I thought it was going, and I knew it had no chance.
Quite a bit of swing around the hole though there, Radar. I'm sure you'd be relishing this one. A little uphill left to right.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Bit of swing.
Beautiful putt, stuff.
Cheers,
Do you notice that? In with pace, mate. Good shot, but well done. Well done. 284 over the burn, and that is just, well, that is taking pictures of the burn. A little bit of draft down, but not a lot. Nice shots.
You think you can carry it through, Radar?
No. No. Oh no.
Kick out. Oh, I think you're all right, Radar.
Maybe.
I think you've.
So you're looking a bit. I'm not going to say that you always looked a bit dodgy, but I'm going to say that this year, mate, you're looking a little more dapper. Tell us all about that.
Yeah, obviously in years gone by, it's been a little bit bright and a little bit out there. But you know, I've got this PING apparel stuff this year, and you know, my mum says I look a little bit smarter. So we you know, must be doing something right. If my
Mums will say that, yes.
Yeah, so no, definitely, and I think the biggest thing that I've found with these guys is that working with PING apparel is, you know, it's not all about the clothing, it's about playability of the clothing as well. You know, they give you stuff that's, you know, that is easy breathable and in different conditions, warm stuff, cold stuff, you know, it all adds up. So there's a bit more, you know, science going into it as well as, you know, looking good and feeling good. So I think there's, you know, I feel like $1 million on the golf course now.
Yes, and what you hit on is absolutely right. Some of these guys now, they're playing with shirts up here and their shirts are hanging out to look hip. Playability, I love that.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think it's, you know, I want to be something that obviously I look smart in, but I can also be able to swing the golf club freely in it and be able to do things that I want to do. So I think it's a big part of where it's going, and I think PING have really hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. You're right.
So Radar, we've talked enough about me today. I just want to ask you the question is, like, from like, when I've been on tour now, what would you say the biggest difference is from when you was on tour to now that you've seen, really?
Do you know, Sully, it hasn't really changed that much golfing-wise. The golf courses are still the same. The greens are still the same pace. Obviously, the equipment has changed so much. It's become so much better. There's so many talented golfers. You're a talented player, but to be perfectly honest with you, the equipment has helped the lesser likes.
Of course.
Guys, back in the day, we used to have to play with wafers, little thin little golf clubs and gutty balls in the respect of Balata. They were soft. You had to manoeuvre the ball. But now, you've got guys who can't hit it that, or didn't hit it that well until all this equipment made them better and they brought them towards you. Back in 2002, when I'd finished 95, I won the Scottish Open. All of a sudden, I was hitting a driver and I'd be hitting it 20 yards past these guys. And then the drivers that they're building now, which is a good thing because it's great for amateur golfers and professional golfers. But it's made everyone enjoy the game more, and that's the thing that I've noticed. And I love it because now you guys are reaching 600, you know, yard par fives into, bombing it over, you know, all the drink, and it's great to watch. It makes golf cool. Golf is a cool game. We don't need these people that go, no, let's stick with all this and let's stick with that. You know, we shouldn't change it. The cucumber sandwich brigade. Let's make golf cool. Because that's what it is. You guys make it cool. But that's what I'd say, the equipment.
All right, well, let's see how much it's changed now then.
Okay. What I'm going to do here, Sal, is just try to get it on the green. Pulled it a little.
It's good though.
Not too bad.
It's good though.
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
I think this is how the game's changed. Radar's trying to hit a little low, little 8-iron, and
What are you trying to do? Do you know what? Back in the day with our golf balls, they used to move a lot more.
Yeah.
Because I was softer. and we could sort of outthink ourselves with much of the great things. There's so many options. What are you thinking here? Just straight?
I'm thinking just straight at it, down the wind. It's not going to move much, modern day ball. It's not going to move much. We've got 153-ish, so I'm just going to try and hit a full wedge, fly it all the way.
About 15 feet right of it. Not bad, Sol.
A little skinny. So again, it's gone the distance, and that's why I love these golf clubs, you know. Forgiveness at its best there, really. Hey.
On you, mate.
Right, see if we can get the old turkey going. Back to back to back.
Nah, pushed it. Pushed it, mate.
Oh, well, one down. Keep it interesting.
2 shots.
Or get there.
Is that a ping answer?
It's a ping. This is a ping boss. So this is new. I've been using an answer for quite some time, and
That made ping famous. Carson Sullivan, the old ping answer, and the guy that actually made the answer really famous, gone. Seve, 1984, Open Championship, St Andrews, in she went. Oh yes, it was Seve. Who can ever forget that? What a putt, just right to left. But the old answer, and that's almost the same.
it's very similar. I mean, there's not a lot of difference between this and an answer. It's a little. What I like about it is generally on the tour we've got quick greens. There's not much loft on this, so you know generally on quick greens you want it to roll straight away. And I feel like when there's less loft, I can get it rolling pretty good.
We got 2 beautiful oak trees in the middle of the fairway. I'm wondering whether to go left or right of it, and that's how the game has changed. Sully, you aren't even thinking about that.
No, I mean 243. I'll be just trying to get it up there, just short of the green with this wind today.
Okay.
So see how it goes, huh?
Yeah.
You can fiddle yours around it.
Yeah. Weave my magic. Beautiful shot. Popped up a little with the breeze, but it should be fine.
Should be all right.
And is fine.
Is it that good? The hat is off. The gloves normally come off, the hat's off.
What about the hat, the bushman's hat? Hey? Gotta love those hats. We've obviously collided with the top of those big oaks. The wind is strong, so okay, you're blocked out by the second of the oaks. What's the plan?
I'm just going to try and obviously keep it out the wind a little low, but I'm going to go around it right to left and try and put him in there tight. Not my favoured shot, but when called upon, can be used.
Okay, let's bring our camera up here. Tell us how you're going to play this shot.
Again, I think the biggest thing where I think people try and hit a draw is they try and flick it with their wrist, and I think the ball is on the club face for less than a second, so you timing that is practically impossible. Well, I do it all in my setup. I just bring the ball back, shut the face down a little bit, and all it's going to do by bringing the ball back, it's going to change the plane of your swing. You're going to come slightly on the inside, start it right, and then by shutting the face down, create the right to left spin. So, not without changing a massive amount, you can hit a little draw.
Oh, lovely little shot, Sully. Lovely shot, just to the left of it. Just overcooked it a little by about 15 feet, but that's good. Didn't want to miss it right, short side yourself.
No, that's it. I think, again, it's a simpler way of doing it. Instead of trying to flick at it, you can't control that, where that's something you can just control and commit to. Go.
Go on.
Go.
Go on.
Oh, it's
not
a
bad.
nice effort.
Not good enough.
I'll give you that, you know, being a gentleman.
What?
The gentleman I am. I don't want to make you sweat anymore.
Thank you ever so much. This is it. This
For the
is
goal.
3 and 2. And 3 and 2 it is. Thank you ever so much. Well, I don't mind losing to a champion like Sully. Well done, mate.
Enjoyable. Thank you very much, Ryder.
But we didn't play for anything. The real stakes are for the nearest the pin.
What?
On the last. We didn't tell him that. For the electric lemonade.
I'm up for that. Let's do it.
So this is where we're having the playoff, the nearest the pin. 192-yard par 3. Lovely Burhill Golf Club here in Surrey. What a backdrop. Look at that. It's like a big old castle.
Beautiful, isn't
About
it?
the size of Sully's house. So what are you going to hit here? 192 Sol, straight down breeze?
I'm gonna try and take a little bit off a 7-iron just down this wind now.
Okay.
I feel nice little right flag for me. Obviously, the boys have set this up for me and not for you. They didn't want you to win anything today.
So this is for the lemonades and the sandwiches on the veranda up there. I'm sure they've got a nice veranda that we'll find
I feel like this is
perched on.
a defining moment in my career
it's
right now.
definitely a defining moment. Oh, beautiful swing that. Beautiful swing. Fly a little. Fly a little.
Oh,
Right under the hole. Right under the hole.
just took a little too much off it, Radar. I've left the door open.
I'm not sure I can get the 8 there, so I'll take the 6.
Oh, it's looking mighty good. We've not set any worlds alike there.
One of my best today.
I'm
happy
gonna
with it, but it's
lie.
a little short.
Radar, I've been sneaky impressed with you today. Sneaky impressed.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll walk over here and we'll see who's nearest. And,
Yeah, let's have a walk over and
I
see who's
actually hit one
nearest.
of the best shots I've hit all day. And Sully, you've played lovely today, and thanks very much. It's been absolutely marvellous.
Oh, it's been lovely, Radar. I've enjoyed it.
With you. But the first ball we come to here, I'm not sure.
I mean, we're not setting any worlds alike here.
Well done. He wins the nearest the pin. Sully, I bought the drinks. Andy, it's expensive. Can't believe you didn't find your ball there, the nearest the pin, but it was a good shot, and 3 and 2 is a convincing score. You ready to win this year? I feel as though you are. You're driving it unbelievably well. Every part of the game is in good shape.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I feel like I've turned the corner from last year where, I felt like I got stuck in the doldrums a little bit. Guilty of being a bit complacent after Ryder Cup and not working quite as hard as I should have. So gone away this winter and worked really hard and feel like without doing a massive amount of in results wise this year, it's coming back slowly, and I feel the game is there ready to win. It's just about getting myself in the mix come Sunday and just getting them feelings of being in the mix again and winning. It's it's exciting times, and hopefully get myself at the top of the leaderboard again.
I will see you certainly around the traps in my travels, and you guys, you stay tuned to see who's next in A Round with Ryder.